the single most important technique is to take out 10 minutes to yourself and sit quietly and pray. Pray intensely, and you can always connect to the divine. Divine is within you, and Swami says, I'm above you, about around you, within you, behind you, right?
Pallavi Subhraveti. She is a San Francisco area ardent follower of Sri Satya Sai Baba and Amma Sri Karunamai. Her Seva, her family's selfless service, is to help others globally through the coronavirus pandemic.
Swami is always with you, Amma is always with you. So, having that strong feeling within you can take you a long way. And, if you know a mantra, great. If you don't know a mantra, chant Amma or chant Baba, and that's your mantra. You don't really need beyond that too.
Welcome to Souljourns. This Skype interview was recorded on March 29th, 2020, in San Francisco and Coronado, California. Pallavi, welcome to Souljourns. It's a great pleasure to be able to talk to you. In the past, you've helped me immensely furthering the work of Souljourns, and now I can talk to you about how your life is unfolding in the midst of the pandemic known as the coronavirus. And I know you're an ardent devotee of Amma Sri Karunamai and of Sri Satya Sai Baba. And the question I have to begin our discussion is, how is your spiritual faith sustaining you and your family during these trying times?
Well, thank you, Ted. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I think chanting has been my my go-to for everything in the past 10 years. And in the last interview that Amma Karnamai released about coronavirus, she said, there's no other way to heal except chant, chant the mantra. So, we chant every day. And every time I'm in distress, sit down for 10 minutes and take a mantra and chant, especially Rudram. That just brings me back to my center. So that's the only way for me. I think Rudram is the only way that I get back to my center.
I want to bring this up later and talk more about it, but right now I want to ask how you're coping, you and Dinesh, your husband, in San Francisco, which I think is still thought of as a hotspot for the virus, and your family. Do you mind you don't have to share any more than your comfort level allows you to, but how is it going for all of you?
I would say we're really, really blessed, Ted. I don't think that I have any complaints. I'm extremely grateful for being able to work from home. Both of us are able to work from home, take care of our little ones, and I have no complaints. I think if this needs to be done for another 2 months, I'm happy to do it. I don't think I have any reason to even say that this has worked. I think this is perfectly fine. If this helps by sitting at home, and I'm really blessed to be able to work from home. We are all blessed to be able to do this, and
you're counted among the lucky, among the fortunate. I have a son and a daughter, and they're married with little ones, and they're provided for too, with the ability to either have their jobs be sustained or to work from home, as more and more Americans are doing. I'm so happy that you are fortunate and blessed this way. That's pure grace from Amma, from Sai Baba.
And, absolutely. I've heard that it's only it's only in the US, only 7% have this privilege of being able to work from home. So extremely grateful to Swami and Amma that, to be part of that 7%, because there's so many people out there that have no jobs, and there's so many people that are suffering from the virus, and, so many things are happening. So we are blessed, and we should take this opportunity to help as many as we can.
I know that the other 93% count on people like all of us to help work to sustain them in any way we can. As a longtime Sai devotee and an Amma Karunamai devotee, are there any things that you can do, not necessarily bringing the name of Baba or Karunamai to people, but along their lines that would be helpful to the others, so many others in this country who are living day to day, quite literally, and in fear?
Yeah. I think the only thing, the one and the most important thing actually that can, the power of, I once asked Amma Karnamai, Amma, what can we do to help many just from where you are, from like your home, or what can we do to help a lot of these people? If you don't have the financial means to help, or if you don't have any other physical means to help, what is the one thing that you can do? And Amma said, pray and chant. So this is something that is, that can be done by everybody, and this is something that everyone can do. And so that is what I would say that we all can do. We all should sincerely pray for us and everybody around us to heal quickly.
Sai Baba would say, repeat the name of the Lord, however sweet it leaves your lips. So, presuming, as I know is the case, lots of people dip into Souljourns from time to time who have never heard of it before, and they'll be watching. They aren't necessarily Amma Karunamaya devotees or Sai Baba. So, do you think it matters at all what type of a chant or what type of a prayer they say, as long as they're focusing on the divine in themselves and beyond?
Not, I mean, it doesn't matter as long as in their heart the intent is that they want, to heal others. I think even just picking up Om itself is enough, or I mean, even if they want to, whatever it is, and we've read so many studies about the mantras and their power on the universe and on the effect on your body. I once read that every letter of Sanskrit, every akshara they call it, has a part of your body vibrates, is associated with that akshara, that letter. So chanting a mantra the proper way, or chanting any mantra, lights that spot within you, and that radiates that energy. So I do feel that chanting Sanskrit, I mean, it is a little harder for non-Indian, or in general it is a little hard, but Sanskrit does have that power and the capabilities to heal.
And a
So
question I wanted to raise, and I think now is the perfect time, is does that help also in regards to one's fear? It sounds to me like you are well beyond the heaviest weight of fear, but I know many people, because I'm a reporter, because I have a broad family stemming back from Ohio to California and around the world, I talk to people and I sense their fear. Why would they not be in fear? Say a little bit about that one element, if you will, about how you can keep ahead of it using whatever technique you use.
The single most important technique is to take out 10 minutes to yourself and sit quietly and pray intensely, and you can always connect to the divine is within you. And Swami says, I'm above you, about around you, within you, behind you, right? So you have to really truly believe in that. And Swami is always with you, Amma is always with you. So having that strong feeling within you can take you a long way. And if you know a mantra, great. If you don't know a mantra, chant Amma or chant Baba, and that's your mantra. You don't really need beyond that too. So having that faith that they are with you is the goal and the key, and that's the key to success, and that's the key to having I mean, life is stressful as it is. So many things outside the world are stressing you out already. So if you cause yourself more stress within you, then the only way to get out of it is to have strong faith that there is a power beyond that's helping you, that is guiding you, and that you're only an actor in this play. I mean, to realize that at some point that you're just an actor, that's just a puppet in his hands. So,
Aren't we all? And as promised, I would like to return for a second or two or more to the Rudram. That is not easy for anybody to learn, or even to grasp, even to try to understand its universal, its cosmic message. Yet you've done it. And Amma Sri Karunamaya, as far as I remember, because we were there in the Yagna, I think for 12 days in Georgia, when she first extended the invitation to women especially, to do something unheard of through the thousands of years, which is to be a vital part of the Rudram, of the chanting. A little bit from your perspective about how you became involved and found the time and the perseverance to learn it and continue with it.
So back in, I believe around 2007 or 2006, Sai Center of Central San Jose, this is where I regularly attend bhajans. I used to go there for bhajans, and my daughter attends Balvikas there. So there, I think the Swami from the Atirudramaya Yagnam was about to start in Puttaparthi at that time, and Swami initiated this big Atirudra Mahayagnam training process everywhere. And here, Shekhar Bodupalliji here taught us all. I mean, we had classes with him every weekend.
He's
and
great. He's wonderful.
He's my inspiration to have
Yeah.
started Rudram. So Shekhar uncle took me a long way. So I used to attend his classes, and that's where my Rudram journey began. So both Dinesh and I attended his classes on Sundays at the Sai Center, and that's how we learned Rudram. And the power of Rudram, I have to say a little bit more, is that while we were practicing Rudram, when we learned it in the center, that week we'd come home and practice that Anuvaka. Rudram has 11 Anuvakas of Namakam and 11 of Chamakam. So we'd practice that each night. And I think I was carrying my first daughter at that time. I was maybe 9 months or 7-8 months pregnant. So after she was born, we were continuously playing this for her as a lullaby. And by the age of 3, she was able to fully chant the entire Rudram just by
a 3-year-old. You say by the age of 3?
Yeah. Yeah, she was only 3 when she was able to pick up the entire Rudram. I think the power is that when you keep on listening to it so much, I mean, we played it as a lullaby for 3 times a day, the 3 naps that she took, morning, afternoon, and night. That's all we played. And 3, she was able to chant it just fine without any teaching. Anybody teaching her.
That's a beautiful story all by itself. Our time is drawing to a close. I'll leave the last word for you about anything we've talked about today. If you'd like to add a further comment or about something new, now's the time.
So I would like to request everybody's, as part of coronavirus healing, we are doing Karunamai Amma has asked 1,000 or more to be chanting Mahamrityunjaya mantra every day. So we are having people sign up for this, and until May 15th, this is when Amma says that the virus will start subsiding, or we'll see it clearing out a bit more. So until then, we need to have powerful vibrations all over the universe, and we should be chanting. So right now, in the last 4 days that we've done this project, we chanted the mantra over 230,000 times.
Oh my goodness.
This is only the beginning. So we want to be able to do 1 lakh, which is 100,000 per day. So we want as many people to sign up for this as possible. So right now we have over 650 people signed up for this. So we want to make it into thousands. So each day we're chanting 1 lakh japa per day to send all positive vibrations all over the earth.
And that's for everybody, regardless of race,
creed. Absolutely. It's a simple mantra to learn, and you have to. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes of your day to chant this. So nothing more than that. It takes only 10 to 15 minutes to chant 108 times.
Okay, very good. There's one thing I wanted to ask you to mention also about the class regarding the Rudram that you're conducting, I guess, over the internet. So tell us about that.
So as part of Atirudram 2019, in Atlanta, we had Atirudram 2019. Amma Karunamai asked me to train ladies, a lot of ladies. Actually, Amma wants 1,000 women doing Atirudram at some point. So as part of that mission, we were able to put together I trained about close to 100 women for the 2019 Atirudram Yajnam. And they all participated in the Yajnam. So that's the class that we had in 2019. And this year we're starting another batch. We did start another batch in January 2020. It's either a Maharudram or Atirudram Mahayajnam that's going to happen in Atlanta. So, it will happen at some point this year. We don't know, based on the, situation and the corona and whatnot. So we have over 200 people in the class who are all learning Rudram right now, and many of them aspiring to be part of Atirudram Yajnam as Ritviks. So we invite you to be part of that Yajnam. It's supposed to be happening in June, but based on the situation, it might get postponed to later part of the year.
Okay, thank you. Thanks. I'm glad I came back to that, and I'm glad you had a chance to reinforce that. Take good care of yourself, your kids, your husband, your jobs, your health, everything. And I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy day, and I can only imagine, to spend some time with Souljourns. Thank you, and God bless you, and Jai Karunamai and Sai Ram.
Thank you, and Sai Ram. And I'd like to see if I could send you the link where people can sign up for this.
Good.
मृत्योर्मुक्षी